Hey guys, it's Roscoe, and on Space Couch today we're going to take a look at one of the heroes of the Resistance from The Last Jedi, Rose Tico. This is her spread in the Visual Dictionary. So let's see what it says about her. A hard-working member of the Resistance support crew, Rose Tico has hated the First Order since she was a child, so they have been around for quite some time. Rose grew up on the impoverished mining colony of Hayes Minor, the smaller world in a double planet configuration in the Otomok system. These worlds were far beyond the scope of the New Republic's policing efforts, and unknown to the galaxy at large, the system fell under the sway of the expanding First Order. In secret, the First Order tested its weapons on the populace and stole children to turn into stormtroopers. Rose is now finally able to fight back against her sworn enemy. Now, it says about her as a flight technician. Rose is an imaginative mechanic. Her innovations include a baffle system that makes the Resistance's bombers harder to detect by enemy sensors. So she's the one who figured out the cloaking system. This modification is also being rolled out into Resistance escape craft, an unusual modification for such vehicles which ordinarily use powerful automatic distress beacons to alert anyone in the vicinity of a ship in crisis. The Resistance, however, desperately needs to keep a low profile, even if that means hiding emergency craft from potential aid. Rose gives her all during the struggle against the First Order, repeatedly risking her life for the cause. Her parents, Hui and Thanya, raised her with a strong sense of right and wrong, and her sister, 5 years her elder, also provided good guidance, and she was great in the film as well. In more peaceful times, Rose and Paige would daydream about travelling the galaxy, but the evil of the First Order has now made that impossible. Though intensely focused, Rose must try not to let her temper get the better of her. So let's have a look at some of the details. Her tool that we see here, that we didn't know what it was when we first got the figure, it's the electroshock prod that she stuns Finn with. It's funny, second time now he's been stunned. I assume that will happen in episode 9. As well. It says, dark hair, common on Otomok worlds. Her duty, where is it? Here. This is her duty uniform identification plaque. And those code cylinders are self-coded override data spikes. And she has an adjustable utility belt with cargo loops. And there's an intensity dial trigger button below the trigger. So let's see. Doesn't really have that detail, but yes. Let me see. I think it is on there, but it's very, very tiny. Now, there was that medallion that she has, her and her sister, the split one. It says it's a stylized ensign of the Otomok system, representing Hayes Minor. It is made of pure Hayesian smelt, a transition metal with incredibly efficient conductive properties, as we saw in the film. It is the partner medallion of the one worn by Paige Tico. What else does it say? Rose spends most of her time deep in the inner workings of starships, her mastery of technology essential to keeping the rickety vessels of the Resistance operational. She is the first to admit that her people skills need work. I don't know, I thought she was very good like that. So, we see here a picture of them on Canto Bight. And obviously, they had very different reactions. Finn thought it was an amazing place, but Rose saw through it all. It says, while Finn is seduced by the resort's grandeur, Rose sees its guests and the war profiteers and criminals that they really are. It also shows the transport pod here. Now, as I said previously, that is the end piece of the Resistance transport that we saw in the Force Awakens that brings Leia to Takodana. That's the cockpit section. It's detachable from the rest of the ship. It has a Durasteel armoured cockpit, and there's the docking hatch as well. Rose's shuttle is the modified control pod of a Resistance transport, which began life as a B-Wing Mark II cockpit. Yes, that's right. I'd forgotten about that. Its small size and Rose's skill at keeping engine flux below sensor thresholds mean that Rose and Finn can depart the fleet without being detected. Though Rose doesn't consider herself a great pilot, she has much more experience behind the controls than Finn. So here we see her in her crate outfit. The wear and tear of adventure, it says, for her bruises there. And she's got salt dust from crate on her jacket coat thing here. What else does it say? Yeah, it's a Resistance all-weather poncho. And on there you also see she's still wearing her first order boots. But Finn's still wearing his first order body glove from his Stormtrooper days. And it also shows the ring as well that we saw with the hidden Resistance symbol in it. It says, an antique from the Civil War, Rose's innocuous ring hides an Alliance crest. It was once used to show support for the rebellion in the corridors of the Imperial Senate. And there is that ring. It has, I think it was a black cover on it, wasn't it, when it's hidden. Yeah, so what else is that? I think that's all from there. But there was also a part about her when they're on the infiltration mission. Let me just find that. Yes. When we looked at Finn undercover, there she is in her Major's uniform, which is teal green. So she was the highest ranked officer of the three of them, Finn, DJ and herself. Let's see, yeah, the officer's cap in Major's colours. And it says that weapon there, she's bypassed the security locks on it, so she'll be able to use it. Let's see. In other circumstances, Rose would marvel at the impressive technological advancements on display all around her, but her focus on the Resistance mission is unbreakable. Disguised as a major, Rose is not used to the pressed and tidy officer's uniform, that's probably why her hat was all jaunty, preferring instead the far more comfortable baggy work overalls of a Resistance technician. However, she plays the role well enough that a junior officer seeks her approval, little suspecting that Rose is not what she seems. And just about those boots, it says ill-fitting, uncomfortable boots. So I'm sure she will want to get rid of them as soon as possible. But yes, that is just our look at Rose Tico. Really enjoyed her character. Kelly Marie trying to give a great performance. Yes, I know that entire arc, it could have been cut very, very easily. But I'm very, very much looking forward to seeing more of her in whatever episode 9 is called, as obviously she survived and I expect she will be in the next one. But yes, fantastic performance, great actress, brilliant addition to Star Wars, and I can't wait to see more, as I said. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for an upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed, or like the video.